Okay, let's clear things up. As early as the beginning of the year, everyone was excited about the huge chance that XRP would reach $10,000, 0 cents. And guess what? That guess just got a huge boost. This is being backed by none other than Larry Fink from BlackRock. Picture this. He's not just talking about a measly $10,000, 0 cents per XRP. That's not it. He's saying it's a basic need. Welcome to Helpcorn family. Welcome back to the place where you can find everything about XRP. Before we get to the meat of today's show, let's quickly touch base. Please do me a small favor. Hit that like button now. To become a part of our wonderful group, click subscribe and set off that alarm. Also, just so you know, as we get closer to 8,000 subscribers, we're getting ready for a huge XRP gift. It is very easy to enter the giveaway. Just do these 3 easy things. So make sure you're ready and tuned in. Also, don't forget to leave a help coin in the comments to make sure you get the prize. This is where it gets juicy. Imagine that big names in finance like BlackRock and Vanguard are now seriously thinking about using XRP for their foreign deals. Wait, it gets better. There have been rumors that BlackRock will release an ETF that focuses on XRP. Yes, you did hear that right. But wait, there's more. It was not the end for Larry Fink. He's looking at the huge real estate market, which is worth $30 trillion, 0 cents. And guess what's at the heart of its future? The XRP system. It's all set to make the whole thing tokenized. A huge $1.2 quadrillion from the International Swaps and Traders Association is about to move through the XRP ledger and ripple it. There's more to it than just $10,000, 0 cents per XRP. That's what kids do. The price of XRP could go through the roof and reach $60,000, 0 cents per coin. Mind blowing right now. Let's move on to the next part. BlackRock City's Larry Fink dropped another surprise. Not only does he talk, he acts like Ripple and its digital currency XRP are about to do something really big, making everything a token, and the next part of our movie has a clip that will get people's attention. BlackRock's move toward an XRP ETF was confirmed by Larry Fink himself. Let's not wait any longer. Feel free to watch this clip now. The rise of Bitcoin ETFs is one way that we're legitimizing it. We're making things safer. Will you make another ETF? How about an XRP ETF? I know you already have an Ether ETF. How about XRP? Can you answer that? I can't, and you don't want me to. Okay, I'll do it. They're making fun of me. We've seen a lot of strange things happen in the crypto world lately, especially with XRP. Think about this. There is a well-known market called Crypto.com. It went from nothing to an amazing $43,000, 0 cents in value in an instant. It's not just a one-time thing. XRP's value is rising quickly and suddenly more and more often. Remember when we talked about a $7,000, 0 cents XRP bug at a major exchange? It was Crypto.com's turn last week, and it looks like these sudden price jumps for XRP are happening more often on different markets. Let's change the subject, though. Something I learned from doing a lot of study that is just as interesting, but has nothing to do with BlackRock or the XRP market surge in general. We're going to talk about Gary Gensler, the famous SEC head who took over for Jake Clinton. Gensler always labels XRP as a security, which most of you may already know. This is where it gets interesting. Gary Gensler has a twin brother named Robert M. Gensler. They are both the same age and look a lot alike. As vice president of Troll Price, Robert is a very important person there. President, if you look a little closer, you'll see that Troll Price isn't just any investment firm. It's one of the big ones that is putting a lot of money into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and yes, XRP. There's a strange link between these two things. Gary Gensler, who is in charge of the SEC, keeps calling XRP a security, but his twin brother is very involved with an investment company that has a lot of money in XRP and other cryptocurrency. It's an interesting contrast that makes me wonder about the complicated dynamics at play in the world of cryptocurrency investment and laws. This leads us to an exciting possibility. Could Robert Gindler, vice president of T. Rice, knows more than anyone else about XRP's potential, which is similar to Bitcoin and Ethereum? This idea makes more sense when you think about how much the company has invested in these three cryptocurrencies. While the SEC officially rejects the idea of insider trading, many reports and investigations have found evidence to the contrary. These investigations, which have focused on market manipulation and insider trading, have repeatedly shown that the SEC is engaging in questionable activities. It looks like a pattern is starting to form. The SEC seems to be telling their family members about which digital assets might soon no longer be considered stocks. Then these family members and friends invest early, and when the asset is officially labeled non-security, its value goes through the roof. This let them make a lot of money by buying low and selling high. In this situation, let's think about the chance that Robert N. Gindler got inside information from his brother Gary Gindler about how the SEC might lose a case against XRP. This could mean that Congress wants to reach a deal with Ripple Labs and the SEC, which means now is a great time for smart buyers to buy XRP. But seeing the TRO price send more money into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and especially XRP adds another layer to this story. While the crypto community is talking about how XRP could hit unbelievable highs of $10,000, 0 cents, 20,000, 0 cents, or even $60,000, 0 cents, analysts who have been positive on XRP, like Jack the Rippler, say that its value will go through the roof and possibly even exceed $589, 0 cents. Even though this prediction is bold, it shows how much people are interested in and speculating about XRP and its possibilities in the cryptocurrency market. Wall Street wants a piece of the XRP pie because it's so profitable. I think an XRP ETF will be the first big play. But let's look into this event more deeply than just the surface. Crypto Basic has given us some interesting news, and the analyst says that JP Morgan has made a big move into XRP, which has caught the attention of a former head of Ripple. This news certainly made me raise a head, and it's something we need to talk about. This is how the story goes. Ben Armstrong, who used to work for the Big Boy Crypto brand, brought up some controversial comments again about JP Morgan's alleged investment in XRP, which caused what a former Ripple head had to say. Armstrong, a well-known person in the crypto sphere, wrote a series of posts about this. He says that JP Morgan has bought a huge 7.5 million XRP tokens. Next, Armstrong says that this move is worth about 7.5% of all of JP Morgan's wealth. But wait, this math doesn't make sense. Just to give you an idea, 7.5 million XRP, which is worth $4.46 million right now, is only 7.5% of JP Morgan's total wealth, which is $3,890,000,000 and 0 cents